Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Karen Bonafilio, Inner Realms, Outer Journeys. I have a completely brand new flavor of guest today, and I'm so excited to have him on my channel. And this is Jamie Wilkins. Jamie, would you like to say hi to the audience?
Hello, and thank you so much for having me on your show. Yeah, I'm Jamie Wilkins. I'm a psychic composer, a physical medium. I do platform mediumship. But the main thing is the music. Um, the music was a gateway into mediumship.
Mm-hmm.
And it was over time and through different mediums that I kind of pieced it all together and realized that spirit composers were working with me.
Oh
So
my
as the
God.
mediumship, yeah. So as the mediumship grew, that kind of grew. So yeah, it's been an incredible journey and one that's kind of carrying on and it's branching out, which is great. So sorry, you were going to.
You're doing fine, honey. You're doing great. First of all, I need you to kind of explain to the audience what a
Yeah.
psychic composer is, because I have a feeling, but because you said you channel composers, tell
Yes.
us about that.
So just like a psychic artist, you know, have spirit artists come through and draw pictures. I do that, but in music, and
Oh,
I not just channel them, I communicate with them and write pieces with spirit composers because I'm a trained composer. Anyway, they just kind of drop ideas in, mostly just drop ideas in, and then my skill kind of does the rest. On the odd occasion, I've had spirit composers come in, and I remember writing the first note and the last note, and I can't remember what happened in between.
oh,
So on a couple of
seriously?
occasions,
So
yeah,
you're
a couple of
channeling
occasions,
Jamie at the same time.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
channeling. Wow,
So
that's
so that
crazy.
it's when you think about it, it's really mad. Um, it's really mad. It's absolutely
It is.
bonkers. So I kind of started out not kind of realizing, and I was getting all these, getting all these ideas, and then putting them on paper, and then yeah, I remember. Well, kind of several things happened at once. Um, I kind of had my first reading, my first sitting with a medium, and they described. I will I will say who it was. They described Beethoven. He was standing next to me in my first reading, and they were saying he's going to work with you and give you music and blend with you, and you'll be channeling. I was mid-teens. I was like, whoa, what's this? But they knew nothing about me. They didn't know I was into music. So I was like, whoa, okay. So that was like a massive, you know, what's the word? Revelation to me, massive revelation. I was
That
like,
is
oh wow,
huge.
okay. So
Because you were young
yeah,
and not even going down that road yet.
exactly. Um, so yeah, then I got more involved with mediumship, mediums, and particularly Fulham Spiritualist Church, which is where I lived at the time. I lived in Fulham in London. and I used to go there all the time. The Thursday and the Sunday, used to sit there in awe, watching the mediums work.
Oh,
So yeah, so it was kind of yeah, a long drawn out process of kind of being drawn into mediumship through music. That was my first.
yeah, but that's crazy that you're sitting with a medium. She's telling you, what you're going to be doing, which you hadn't
Yeah,
even entertained that thought, and
mm,
Beethoven's there. I mean, seriously.
exactly, exactly, exactly. And even before that, um, I used to go and buy CDs, and I was telling Brian Law, on
Mhm.
his show. I bought a Madonna CD. I still love Madonna, and
Oh, yeah.
a Beethoven compilation CD. I At that time I didn't even like classical music, but I was just so drawn to that CD,
Hmm.
and I ran home and I put it on, and it was just this whole different sound world opened up to me. It's like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah, huh?
And I collected, CDs, charity shops, or I think you guys call them goodwill shops or stores.
Hmm.
We have boot sales. Um, so I just bought stacks of CDs, just went through them. Um, so yeah, so that was, yeah. So
So
then,
you
of
didn't
course,
have anybody did you have people in your family that were musically inclined? Or,
uh, rock. Well, my grandfathers loved rock music. So I grew up really with rock music, heavy metal, and that kind of thing. And he used to play the drums, so there was always that kind of love for music. Um, so yeah, music has been so important growing up. It was everywhere growing up. Um, so then I, I don't even know how I got into classical music. It, I think it was just through that buying that CD, just you know
hmm that
off
was
the
your
cuff,
first
that I
exposure?
was drawn. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I was just so drawn to buy it. Um, so then, yeah, then the study of music, um, which I absolutely love, getting into the nuts and bolts of how music's put together.
What
Um,
instruments do you play?
so I play the piano. I play an instrument called the bassoon, is a bass instrument in the orchestra.
Hmm?
I absolutely love. I remember, I remember, how old was I? I think I was about 11, 12, and um, the music teacher kind of sat me down and said, okay, you play the piano. What other instrument would you like to play? It's like, the bassoon. So they literally went into the cupboard and pulled out this strange looking instrument. And said, there you go. We're going to give you some lessons.
Oh,
And so yeah, literally,
that was really nice.
so yeah, um, so that yeah, it kind of grew out of that, and then yeah, after my studies, and I was just writing everything, just writing and writing. Um, but um, I think it was during the 2020 lockdowns that the spirit side fully integrated, and then I think that was the first time I actually realised I was communicating with composers. The first work I
Oh.
I wrote I wrote during the lockdowns was it's on my album. It's called Ardgillan, and Ardgillan is a country house in Ireland, which we'd filmed in,
Mm,
and
that sounds beautiful.
um, yeah, absolutely gorgeous place.
Hmm.
And I was looking through their all their material and all their advertisement material, and they wanted to go for, of course, kind of like the early classical music. So I was like, okay, so that's the style. That's the style they want.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I was writing sketches, but nothing worked. I was like, I just can't get it. And then
in regard to composing, you're
in regard to composing, I just couldn't get I couldn't get a theme, or I just couldn't get it to work. And then I felt a presence by the side of me. I will say it was, as said on Jennifer's show, it was Mozart. It's my mind. My mind was like, no, go away. But I've got, I don't know why my mind does that, but you know, your mind just kind of rejects things. It's like, no, it can't be Mozart, you know.
You're so lucky to have that happen.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. And he just stayed there, and it's like, I got music for you. I was like, and then when I relented, I was like, okay, give it to me. And then it was just like, whoosh, all this musical material just came forward into my mind. And I was like, you know, it was just coming so fast. It was coming so fast. It's like, slow down, let me write it down. You know? Let me write this down.
Or record it on my phone or something. Yeah, wow.
Or something, yeah. So that was my kind of first realization.
Do you remember who had visited you at that time, or is that unknown?
I'm not sure.
To help you compose.
Well, that composer was Mozart, who came to help.
Okay.
So as soon as I agreed, he just threw everything at me. I was like, whoa, you know, slow down, let me write this stuff down. So I was in a frenzy for about 2 weeks, non-stop, day and night. I was just writing everything down. And then when the connection wasn't so strong, in my mind, there was a couple of moments. I was like, in my mind, I was like, okay, what would he do?
Good idea.
At this point.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of some of it was kind of guesswork on my part, and most of it was Mozart. Some of it was just guesswork, kind of bridging one section to the next. So that was my. Yeah.
But you were pleased with the outcome.
The outcome was absolutely amazing, absolutely incredible.
That's even better.
Yeah, absolutely. And then when I took it to my editor years later, he said to me, "Well, Mozart could have written that," and under my breath, it's like, "Well, he did technically."
Now wait,
but to have it.
Why did you wait till years later to take it to the editor?
Well, that I'm kind of jumping. I'm jumping forward in the story quite a bit. That was for the recording, which we did with the London Symphony Orchestra.
Now, I'm just curious about something. So you are conducting an orchestra.
Yes.
Do the people in the orchestra know your background about being a psychic composer and a psychic medium?
Well, no, the orchestra I work with regularly in London, the Blackfriars Symphonia. Some of them know. Some of them have seen me. I kind of keep it quiet quite a lot, because it's hard to gauge what people's reaction would be, and also quite a lot of people in the music business, or musicians, don't believe in this stuff, which is a crying shame, but they don't quite believe. Particularly my editor, who I've known for almost 20 years, just every time I mention it, or it comes up, just completely shuts down. Just won't have it.
I understand that. Not everybody is ready for that. And I have friends that they placate me, I guess is the word, because I'll be talking about it to somebody else and they're sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't diss me, but I know that it's just not resonating with them. And they're just not ready yet. And that's okay. We're all different.
Oh, it's totally okay.
Yeah.
Totally. But yeah, I find it strange, especially in the arts, that people are not well, a lot of musicians or artists aren't kind of open to the idea of of communicating with a, I don't want to say a higher intelligence, but
Yeah.
getting the ideas and the inspiration has to come from somewhere. That
Right.
seed idea,
Right.
it
Right.
has to come from
Mhm.
somewhere, some other intelligence outside of ourselves. So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
I just think it's
uh,
cool you're hanging out with the composers and they're helping
uh,
you. I mean,
yeah,
seriously, I've never
yeah.
been visited by a composer. Maybe I should
Well, the
ask.
thing, the oh, well, that's the thing is ask. People don't, even mediums and people that are aware of spirit don't ask. Ask. My partner is a writer. She
Mhm.
asks, and she's had confirmation of writers, working with her. And I know quite a few people who asked, and one lady has Oscar Wilde working with her.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, um, it's not just me. We can all, ask, and if they want to, they will work.
This is true. So I need to
Yeah.
think of my intentions more when I sit down. I think that would be good too. Yeah, to set that
Yes.
in.
It,
Never thought about that.
yeah.
Um, Jamie, I want to ask um, something. I have two things in my mind. Don't let me forget.
Yeah.
Um, your parents, how did your parents react to this?
Um. Well, my mother totally open. She actually introduced me to the Spiritualist Church, completely fine about it, and
Cool.
um, yeah, going back in the family, actually, uh, this going back in the family, the female line was and is incredibly psychic, incredibly
Ah.
psychic.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm.
but most of them don't actually realize what it is, and a lot going
Oh.
back in the family, a lot of people have been frightened by it. They've had um, furniture moving and having taps and bangs in the house and being scared stiff without realizing people are trying to communicate. So I've been the one to kind of take this further and do a deep dive into it and find out what's actually going on.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I remember years ago, and I have been seeing psychic mediums probably 30 years. Trying to
Mm.
think how old I am right now, but since the 70s, I'll just say that. And one time, my husband was in the bedroom watching TV, and my daughter and I were walking down the hall, and my son was at college. And we looked in his room, and we saw an elderly gentleman sitting at his desk. I mean, like you could touch this guy, but we knew that man wasn't there or supposed to be in there. And we both got frightened and ran and jumped in bed with my husband. So I can understand right now if that would not bother me at all. Seeing, and I do see apparitions, so it doesn't bother me. But it is something out of the realm, and people got to get used to it.
Absolutely, and I think especially now more and more people are awakening um,
Yes, yes,
to it more so than any other point in history, in my opinion.
I agree. I
Certainly,
absolutely agree with you.
yeah,
Yeah, people are
um,
waking up. Hmm.
yeah. 'Cause going back in the history of mediumship, there was always um, because of the two world wars, there's always mediumship always what's the word become very popular, obviously because grieving wives and mothers for their
Losing, yeah, their loved ones,
losing, losing you know,
sons,
um, all their family
husbands.
members,
Hmm.
husbands, sons, but these days, I think. I think the turning point was the 2020 lockdowns. I think
Yep.
as soon as you take, all the distractions away,
I
people
know.
weren't going to work. There's only so much TV you can watch. There's only so many
There is.
books you can read. And yeah, and then, at some point, people will start going inwards. And I think that's what happened to a lot of people. And
That's really cool the way you said that. Yeah, that's
yeah,
really cool.
yeah.
And I do think that
Um,
happened to so many people.
mm, you know, and also think people started thinking, why am I working all these hours? Why am I, traveling? Why am I traveling and, not getting anything, from it, just to pay bills? And then people are starting to want, and demand a higher standard of living, and they want
Yeah,
something from life,
quality of life.
you know.
Yeah.
Exactly. They want something from life, not just really, just to pay bills, but, they want,
We don't want to
that's just my
work
opinion.
3/4
No,
of our life just to, yeah, I understand that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You mentioned something at the beginning of this show, and I haven't heard that term. Um, can you explain what a platform medium is?
Ah, yes. Yeah, we term it platform mediumship over here in the UK. Is basically when you stand on stage and give
Oh,
mediumship readings on stage
oh,
to
okay.
the public. Yeah,
That makes
yeah, that's
total
what
sense.
happened.
So you
Yeah,
do that
yeah.
also. You
I also yeah. I just
Jamie, look
I
at you.
well well spirit drew me into that, and then because I don't mind being totally open about this. I get so nervous before
Do you?
getting onto. I know everybody gets nervous, but it's like, oh, why am I doing this to myself? And then you get out there, and then you start giving messages, and then you realize that's why I'm doing it.
Right.
You realize why you put yourself through that. So I did think to myself, um, a couple of months back. It's like, oh, I've done it now. Oh, I set out to do it and I've done it. Or maybe I stop that and I'll turn my hand to something else. Then a couple of days later, I got a message from a medium online saying, no, you've got to continue. Keep doing it. I was like, okay. you know,
Well, you listened. You listened. Yeah.
yes, I listened. I listened. So yeah,
But see,
I wish.
Jamie,
So,
your personality, you're really humble. You're very gracious, you're very
thank you.
humble. And no, and people relate to that. And they're going to feel at ease if they are watching you too. So I think
Yeah.
it's a plus. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And I ask myself all the time, why am I doing this? It's not about ego. It's not about money. It's not about fame. I was called to do this, and
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do my best. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just opening up naturally. I'm not forcing it. It's just kind of gradually, opening up. I'd love to say I've got a long plan of what I want to do and what's going to happen. I don't have any plan. I obviously have my end goal, but how I get there, I don't know. I'm just trusting the process and letting it all
Do you
unfold.
have an end goal?
I do.
Can I
I
ask, or
do.
is that private?
Uh, no,
Sorry.
no, it's okay. No, of course you can ask. Well, eventually, I'd love to have my own kind of spiritual center. Uh, I want to somehow combine the music with the mediumship. I don't know how I'm going to do that. And had mediums do services, circles, physical circles, trance circles. I'm just, yeah, that's what I'd love to do. Just, no, what's the word? No agenda behind it. Just people can, if they feel drawn, just come and sit with mediums or come to a demonstration, um, live music, set up an orchestra, and have that side, have the music side as well, and somehow kind of blend the two. I always throw stuff. I'm always throwing stuff out into the universe and see what sticks.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm going to tell you, music sings to everyone's soul. It touches you. It touches you and just sings to the soul. And I can see you doing all that. I can really see you doing all of that. Well, I'll take one of your classes when you get them going. I'll do something.
Yes, I will definitely let you know. Definitely. Yeah.
Not to critique you, just to participate and learn.
No, I'd love you to.
No, I don't want to critique. Jamie, no? I'm a retired school teacher, so you never, because you don't want a teacher to critique you. So no. And I got to tell you, you're doing a great job. I just don't want you to get nervous all of a sudden. No, you're doing fabulous.
Thank you.
No, I've had people that say, I've taken their class and they would say things. Well, would you give me a critique of my class? And I would say, I don't know if you really want me to, and then I try to buffer it, and be positive and uplifting, to help them out.
Yeah. No, well, I always ask for feedback, especially after demonstrations, podcasts. Or I always ask my friends, okay, what feedback.
That's good.
So I'm not afraid of feedback or constructive criticism. I don't mind that.
Where people are trying to help you out and everything.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Trying to see where I picked.
So you want to create a physical space for people to come, and you can do maybe Zoom too, and give readings.
Zoom too. Yes. Yeah.
Do it, Jamie.
Go on. No, go on.
If I'm going down this road, you can go down this road. You can start doing it. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. No, that's what I was going to say. Zoom has become really a big part of my mediumship. I absolutely love it, and I love the fact that you can connect with people all over the world.
Yep. The beauty of
I love that. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, I absolutely love that.
Because you can reach so many people.
Exactly. Yeah. Reaching people, and it opens you up to more audience, to the what am I trying? I'm mixing my words up, to a wider audience that you would never what's the word?
Yes.
Be open to normally.
Yeah.
So, and because I love my tech as well so much, and I love being able to give people messages, thousands of miles away, and receiving messages from people thousands of miles away. I think that I love that. I think it's great. I absolutely love that.
And it's comforting too.
It is.
You bring peace and comfort to people.
Exactly. And no, sorry.
What, Jamie?
No. I was just going to say, and also, people that can't go out, or especially, the elderly, they can't go out. They can't go to their local church or centre. Then, have a laptop or computer, and they've got spirit there, they've got mediums working, and I think that's wonderful.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I love when Jennifer does her services on
Yes.
Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. And you were on one that I watched too.
Yeah. I was on.
You were on, and I thought, oh my God, I have to get him on my channel.
Oh, bless you.
I was drawn to you, as
Oh,
cliche as
thank
that sound, but I was.
Yeah. I mean, you can probably see how nervous I was. I mean, that's kind of how I work as well. I work with my nerves. Because I know loads of people said, "Oh, you look really nervous." It's like, I am
Oh,
nervous. I think that's kind of how I work as well. I think
okay.
I did one demonstration recently where I wasn't nervous, and it was a complete nightmare. It was an absolute disaster.
Really?
Yes, yes. So I think as long as I'm nervous, then everything's
It's
going
gonna
to
go
go
well.
absolutely fine.
Were you
And
nervous
it keeps you.
today?
I was a bit nervous. I was a bit nervous.
Were you?
I'm,
Okay.
I'm settling down though. Settling
This is really odd, but through all the interviews I've been doing, more men are nervous than women when they come
Oh
on
really?
my.
Huh?
Yeah, it's
That's
kind of
interesting.
weird.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm interviewing someone later today, doing a live, and they go, "God, I didn't sleep all night," and I'm thinking, I hope it's
Oh
because
bless
you're excited, not terrified.
Funny, yeah, funny you said that. Oh wow, yeah. Before I woke up this morning, I had a dream that in the dream we were chatting like this. It was really odd. It was really odd. I think it was on my mind because
Oh,
I think you messaged me just before I went to bed, and I'm so glad I caught the message. Like
oh,
yes,
oh, that's right. You're a different time
yeah,
zone.
yeah. It was
Oh,
quite
yeah,
late.
that one hit you right before. And that's when I said, "Hey, you free tomorrow?"
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. So it's like, yeah, tomorrow's fine. And then I think it was on my mind. So
That's okay. It made you real nervous. Oh,
yeah.
God.
But no, I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it.
Me too. Yeah, Jamie and I
It's,
tried this, gosh, a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
oh,
Technical difficulties. It was really bizarre. So, and then I didn't think I was going to have him till like December or something like that. So I'm really glad that we were able to connect.
yeah.
Everything
Well, yeah.
happens the way it's supposed to.
It does. It does. It does. We just weren't supposed to do it
No, we weren't. We weren't. And I
at
was
that time.
disappointed, but it's okay. I get to see you now. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, when you messaged me, I was like, yeah, that's great. Yeah, it means I don't have to wait months. I was just so excited, but I was so disappointed when we had to reschedule. I was just so disappointed. I was like, oh, but then
It
and then
was
when you
meant to
messaged
be.
me, I was like,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Jamie, are there other points that I didn't mention that you would like to talk about? Because I have found out so much about you. Seriously. Oh, wait, you haven't talked about Ghost Circle and
oh
haunted
yes,
locations
yes,
and Ireland and okay, UK and Europe. Come on, you got a lot. You said you
yes,
need to tell us
yes,
about.
yes. Well, that was partly my fault because I skipped through the story quite
No
quickly.
fault.
Um, so that's kind of where all the music originated from. Was we we filmed all over the UK, in Europe, and we filmed in haunted locations.
This sounds
And I
glamorous.
would, well, I'd love to say it was, but lots of late nights, you know,
Oh yeah,
up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I like my sleep, and
me too.
and I was like, guys, I can't do this at 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I can't. You just that's expecting too much. Um, but we did that. Yeah, we did it for a long time. We did coaching ins in the UK. Earlier, I was trying to, because we did so many. I was trying to remember
Yes.
where we've been to. It's my first ever filming um, location with Ghostcircle was in Scotland, and it was uh, a secret bunker, which was a Cold War bunker, decommissioned Cold War bunker. So
Seriously, that energy
seriously,
would be weird.
it was quite a strange one,
Yeah.
and it's deep. On top, there's just like a cute little house. You wouldn't think anything was there. Kind of
Oh,
like a decoy house. And then you go, and then you just go down, and it's like literally in like the bowels of the earth, and
wow.
and the guys that bought it restored it, and they put like the original 1980s computer stuff. They had telephones. It was all kind of set up. It was mad. It was really mad.
That sounds,
Um,
wow.
yeah, it was. I mean, I was what? I think I was about 17 at the time, and
Uh-huh.
and the place just blew my mind. And we had members of the SSPR, so the uh,
Oh,
Scottish Society for Psychical Research, and one
this
of
is
them
a
was
big deal.
yeah, it was a very big deal for
Big deal.
my first ever investigation.
And you're
And we had
young too.
and a young,
Yeah,
um,
you're young.
so yeah, it yeah I remember there was a, a investigator called Brian Allen, incredible man, incredible mind, and actually a lovely guy. So we were doing experiments, uh, physical energy, and there was a vortex that opened up in the middle of everyone, and it's kind of like swirling. And I remember people were getting touched, and there was kind of like a hand coming out. Um,
Oh, are you
there were
kidding?
voices. No, no, it was incredible, and there were
That's
voices and
intense.
intense. And we had on the film equipment, we had tons and tons of EVPs, electrical voice phenomena, uh,
Yes. I've
spirits
heard those.
shouting out, and yeah, incredible. And before the experiments, uh, my my mentor Patrick McNamara, the physical medium,
Hmm.
and he was he was going around beforehand and doing pieces to camera, um, saying what he could feel and pick up. And there's a really interesting EVP of he goes to touch one of the phones, which was at the time the bunker was working, had a direct line to Westminster, I think it was the Prime Minister. And as he put his hand to the phone, there's a EVP that comes over. It says, "Don't touch that. What you're doing." You know, it's
Oh, wow.
absolutely incredible. And for a 17-year-old, it's like, and also watching it all back, it's
There's
like,
a whole,
whoa, what have I stepped into? you know?
gosh, that would
um,
blow you away because you didn't have a
yeah,
lot of life experience at 17.
no, no, not well, none really. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was absolutely incredible. And then I got the taste for it. Then I was like, come on, let's do more. I want.
Mhm. Mhm. I like
Um,
this. Mhm.
I really, I really like this. And
But this is
I've been,
fascinating. You got to start sharing this stuff.
yeah,
I'm
oh,
serious.
absolutely. Well,
Yeah, I'm serious.
and yeah, no, it's there was uh, we've also done castles. So there was one particular one um, in Austria called Musham Castle, and it was I think it was a village called um, Lungau. It's a little village just outside Austria, And I mean, this castle is just absolutely massive.
Mm.
No electricity. I mean, just absolutely untouched by history. Just absolutely incredible. And um, the owner was just absolutely petrified of being in this. I mean, it's a massive place. Just she was petrified of being in this place alone.
Oh, he
And
was? Well, I can see why.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. But um, after our investigation, they were completely at peace, and that there was nothing negative there. Um, we, yeah, but it was an awesome place, and we did do a physical experiment there. Lots of transfiguration happening. Again, we had loads of EVPs, and the lady that owned it, she was like, "Wow, this is absolutely incredible."
She had no
And
clue.
I had no clue. I had no clue. But the amazing thing about that is that it gave her. I don't know whether it gave her closure, but it gave her peace of being in that place, knowing that nothing negative could, you know, or nothing negative was there, and nothing negative could, kind of hurt her in any way. Um, so that was fabulous.
Good.
I mean, it really is
That was
like a film.
comforting for her. Yeah. That's
Comforting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, oh, there's so many places, and I've been so lucky, so lucky to experience this firsthand. Um,
And let me ask you about the
go
ghost
for it.
circle, please. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Well, this. Uh, that was all the ghost circle, because
Oh, okay,
what we did,
cool.
we turned those all into a TV series. So we had four series that aired
Jamie,
on
you're
Sky.
famous.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, they aired on Sky TV in the UK. So, so
Wow.
that was kind of the project. That was the project, and this is how the music came into it. Because I was there, I was present, so I could soak up the atmosphere and then write the music for the episodes. But the point, uh, I've said this in so many music interviews. The point wasn't the sound to make the music
Mhm.
scary or cliched, scary music. It was to put the story of the place and the story of the people
Right,
into music.
right.
So a lot of these places had you know tragic love stories or things like that. So that would go into music and create lush kind of romantic kind of melodies and express that. Um,
And do
so
you
yeah,
have
that gave me.
tapes and everything from all of this that you did?
Yes, we have all the footage and all the
Wow.
tapes. So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a good time. It was a good time.
And I just want to tell the audience, okay, what were you guys doing at 17? And think about what Jamie was doing at 17. I was not
Oh,
doing what you were. That's pretty cool. Oh
well,
gosh.
yeah,
I told you were
yeah.
fascinating. He is. When I saw him, I thought, oh my God, this guy, he's got it going on. Jamie, is there anything else? Because I got to wrap up.
Yeah,
But
time's going quick.
I know, but
Sorry,
is
time.
there anything that I didn't mention? Because there's one thing I want to read that you put on your bio, unless you want to tell about it, about
Um,
shining light through the darkness.
oh yeah. Well, I will just say, um, just quickly give an overview. So about 2 years ago, we took all that music. We took the 12 best pieces of music from those series, and then
Okay.
we tidied them up, and then we recorded them with the London Symphony Orchestra, which I conducted.
Are you
And
freaking kidding me?
and that's the album. That was the album. That's what made
Oh
the album.
my God.
Yeah.
Jamie,
And
you're this hidden little treasure.
So, well, the thing is, you know, so much without um, uh, sounding conceited or anything like that. You know, I've done so much, I kind of forget in my flow of what I'm talking about. I kind of forget, you know, what I've done. But yeah, that was the more contemporary project, was getting the album out of all of the music from the TV series.
Wow.
So yeah.
You have blown me away. You really have. We're talking after this interview.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, definitely, definitely.
okay. I just want to make sure I covered everything before I bring my husband in. Okay.
Yeah,
I want to go back to your bio for a sec.
yeah, go for it.
I want to read what he wrote, this one sentence. He believes, Jamie, he believes he can shine a light into the darkness to help people heal and move forward, aiming not merely to entertain, but to uplift and inspire. That's great on your bio. It really is. And you are that authentic person that can do that too.
Oh,
And I'm not, if you watch my videos, I don't gush normally. I don't. I'm happy and I really enjoy my guests, but I don't gush. So but it's been quite interesting.
but it's but
Okay.
yeah. No, I've just got yeah. I've got so much to say and time's going on. But one composer, apart from Beethoven and Mozart, the other composer that has really inspired me is George Frederick Handel. And one of his quotes about music is that someone said to him, "Oh, you know, they're really going to love this piece of music," and he said, "I don't want them to like it. I want to change them." And I was like, "Wow, what a powerful thing to say!" So that's given me kind of a
Beautiful.
purpose with the music, is to, you know, is to inspire and shine that light, you know, and the light spirit. That's, you know, that's why we're doing this, is to shine that light of spirit. And to
Shine
help.
that light. That can be
Oh,
your
I've got
tagline. Shine that light.
yes, exactly. Oh, I got goosebumps. But
Oh,
yeah, I'm so passionate. I'm just so passionate
getting
about,
getting
you know.
validation, and I wonder who it is,
Yeah,
but
absolutely. Yeah,
validation. Yeah.
but yeah, and
Oh gosh, Jamie. Yeah, I want to talk to you afterwards. Okay.
absolutely.
So I'm going to bring my husband up now, and and um, I wanted to say one more thing, but I can still talk.
Yeah.
I know everybody has dark nights of the soul, and everybody goes through stuff. I'm going to tell you, music was one of my saving graces. It really was. That got me out of those dark places. And so, God bless you and thank you for helping people.
Oh,
Seriously. Okay, here's my husband, Love from Bono. This was when we got engaged way back. Wow, back in the 90s, guys. I know I'm old. Okay. And my husband has, oh my God, you would not believe how many musical instruments he played. I'm not going to, there's so many. He was very gifted musically. And he dropped out of his last year of college to go join a band in San
wow.
Francisco. And I thought, if you were my son, I would make you finish college before you could, go off to San Francisco. But music was his passion. Maybe he was a driving force in getting us together.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
I think he was a catalyst. Okay. This is Love from Bono. My wife can confirm my love of music. I was so pleased when Jamie agreed, excuse me, I can't read my writing, agreed to come on her channel. Jamie understands the power of music, how it can heal and restore a broken heart, fill one's life, filling your heart with joy. My wife dedicated a song to me and had it framed beautifully. Jamie, do you recognize this song from the Beatles, In My Life?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, there are places I remember. So I dedicated that to him. I see her leaning up against the wall, because it is framed, and singing the song to me, and her face is often drenched in tears. I hold her. I know that the tears will cleanse her soul, even though she cries. I know that's helping her heal and that strengthens our union. Sing, dance, pick up a musical instrument, have no judgments on yourself, and let yourself shine. It will make a difference in your soul. Imagine when you return home, the heavenly realms, the heavens will rejoice in song. Music is a part of your essence.
Wow.
Bono's so
Oh, that's
freaking
beautiful.
awesome.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Yeah, I thought so
Oh,
too. And I wrote that last week and I just looked at it again and he was spot on. So let's take Bono away from it so I can say goodbye to Jamie. Do you like that? I'm magical. I'm such a weirdo today.
brilliant.
So, Jamie, thank you so much for coming on the channel,
Oh,
and we will have you back in
yes,
more than one
please.
more episode, okay?
Yes, please. Yeah,
Okay, thank you so
that's
much.
amazing. Thank
Namaste.
you. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.
My dogs.